When it comes to the music industry, or any creative industry for that matter, is your success based more on who you know or what you know? A lot of people have been asking. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? Adam Ivy, AdamIvy.com. It's been a while. I apologize for the gap. As you might be able to tell, I got a new camera. I'll talk about that in an upcoming video. Hopefully it looks okay. I'm really excited to shoot some content with it. Also, I've been getting a ton of emails, a ton of messages, even Snapchat messages, which I appreciate everybody that follows me and, reaches out. I'm trying to get to everybody as fast as I can. And I want to thank everybody who's been leaving very supportive comments on the videos, and even shout out those people who have been giving me death threats, calling me an asshole, calling me ignorant for the videos that they happen not to like the message. And that's absolutely fine, because this is all about a conversation. I'm going to get to my phone and I'm going to read an email that I recently got from one of you guys and try to answer the question. All right, so like I said, a lot of people have been emailing me, asking me very specific questions, kind of vague questions, and everywhere in between. So I'm going to go through in some of these videos, read the question from my email, and try to answer to the best of my ability. I'm not going to be able to give you all the answers. I'm Adam Ivy. I'm a nobody. I'm not huge in the music industry. I work professionally in marketing, so more of my answers are going to be in the terms of branding, marketing, general online business, whatever. I've had some successes. I'm definitely not way up, but I'm going to try to steer you in the right direction based on my experience and the experience of people that I consider close friends. By the way, I'm really not an asshole. I just am really passionate about some of this stuff, guys. So if you think that I was rude in some of the videos for my kind of very opinionated view on things, that's just kind of how it is, right? My opinion, while trying to help you, is not going to be any more brutal than the people that are going to give you rejection along the way. And that's one thing I really want to kind of preach here, is that rejection hurts a lot more than someone who's trying to give you honest opinions and is trying to give you some perspective from a different angle that you might not have absorbed in feedback from your friends or family. That's all I'm trying to do here. I am trying to help you guys succeed in any way I can. And if I can even get you, a couple, clicks further ahead, I feel like my job is done. So let's get to the question. All right, so this question comes from a viewer named Barkle Bangu. It's BarcleBangu. Barkle Bangu. That's actually kind of a cool name. I don't see too many of those in the phone book these days. So I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the question. So let's get into it. They say, I heard the saying, it's not what you know, but who you know. And I think that's very relevant in the music industry. I consider myself a very talented musician, but I don't have a lot of friends, especially in the music industry. So how do I get the connections to catapult me to the popularity online and off? So essentially what they're asking is, how do I get to the level of knowing the right people to help progress my career in the music industry? And that's a pretty complicated question, but it really boils down to relationships. I've said it in other videos. I'm going to say it in this video. When it comes to music, when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to any type of creative medium, when you're trying to pursue a career, it's all about those person-to-person relationships. Now, the one thing that a lot of us deal with is impatience. I'm going to put my phone down. Thanks for the question, by the way. It's impatience, right? Everybody who starts wants to be huge. Who wouldn't, right? I mean, if I was making beats for 6 months, which I can think back 10 years ago, back in 2006, when I started making beats, I wanted to be the next big thing right away. I reached out to guys that I looked up to, Ryan Leslie, Misto and Pizzy, other people like, Just Blaze and these huge producers. And I wondered why they never got back to me. I kind of got bitter for a little while, and I know a lot of you might do the same. Because guess what? We believe in ourselves so much. And one of our superpowers when it comes to starting this music thing, when it comes to doing anything creative, is a lot of us start with this naive, free spirit and this ambition of, you know what? I'm awesome. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be a rock star. I'm going to be the next big thing. Guess what? It takes time to become the next big thing. Not all of us can start a YouTube channel and have 100,000 subs in 6 months, or 1 million subs in a year, or have 1 million plays on fill in the blank here, SoundCloud, SoundClick, any place, MySpace. Anyway, it doesn't happen overnight, guys. So one of the things I always suggest when it comes to cultivating relationships is talk to people like people. I've said this in other videos. What happens when you build a large following of people that are on your level or slightly above is they all elevate one by one. Your group rises together if you're, surrounding yourself with leaders, if you're surrounding yourself with people that have a vision and aren't afraid to go after it. We all get stuck on the thing, we hit a plateau. We might be doing this for 5 years. We might be doing this for 5 months. We might be doing this for 10 years or more, right? Not all of us are going to accelerate at the same rate. And the one thing that divides the people who make it and the people who give up is the ones that make it don't give up. So when it comes to cultivating relationships, I'm not going to give you some real generic stuff. Let's think about this realistically and in a very systematic way. Let's say you're a producer that just started. You're not really selling any beats yet because you might not be to the level that you need to be to start charging. What can you do? You could start allowing you could start allowing artists to use your beats for free. You could reach out to local guys. You can reach out to anybody online. That's the glory of the internet. Anybody is local. They're an email away. They're a tweet away. They're a DM away. Are they all going to respond? No. That's rejection. Think of how many people are in the phone book right now, just in your city. How many people are in the phone book? A couple thousand, 100,000, depends on where you live, right? Think of all those as people that are trying to chase their dream just like you. Now, if it makes you sick to your stomach that you have that much competition in one phone book, imagine a room full of phone books, because that's how many people are trying to do the same thing that you and I are trying to do. When it comes to cultivating relationships, I always suggest looking for one step up, not a couple flights up. I'm talking one step up from where you are, because you could find a friend, you could find a mentor, and you could find somebody that's still humble enough to try to help you and relate to what you're going through without trying to go straight to the top. Because going straight to the top, just like a relationship, the faster you get into it, a lot of times the faster it falls apart. You really have to be patient with this thing. You have to worry about building your personal brand at the same time as you're worrying about bringing people around you into it. Now, the one thing that I love in the marketing field that I do professionally is inbound marketing. What's inbound marketing? Well, there's a difference between going door to door, or you ever go to the grocery store and you come out and there's a flyer underneath your windshield wiper for some nail salon or some bakery that just opened up. That's direct marketing. That's not inbound. Inbound would be a big cupcake jumping around and nobody knows where it is, and you go search them out because you're curious about what they're offering. So relationships, especially online, are just like that. Build a name for yourself and they will come. What's that movie, Field of Dreams? If you build it, they will come. I know that's hard to believe when we first start, when we have 3 subscribers on YouTube. But I can remember like it was yesterday when I had 100 subscribers on YouTube, and I was just, I was amazed, one of the things that we can do as content creators, I don't care if you're making music, I don't care if you're doing graphic design, is just be the best at what you're doing. Constantly try to get better. You are never the fucking man. So pardon my French, I'm not trying to swear on these. But you're never the man. And once you start believing that you're the man, you better have something to back it up. Because I see too many producers, too many artists going around trying to flash some career and some bravado ego that they don't deserve yet, right? Let's face it. We're all just idiots floating around on the internet trying to find some attention. We are all fighting for attention. And that's the currency these days. Like Gary Vaynerchuk says, I'm not making that part up. Gary Vaynerchuk, Andy Frisella, all these guys that are kind of passive mentors to me will all tell you the same thing. And they're massively successful, multi-millionaires. I'm just some asshole in a home studio that wants to help you guys. So when it comes to cultivating relationships, think of every single person that you encounter as, could this person be a friend, a quality friend, or are they just somebody that's going to slow me down? Are they just somebody that wants to mooch off me? Because I know that we all deal with that. The person that shoots you a message or sends you a text when they need something, but then you don't hear from them for 6 months until they need something again. Don't surround yourself with people like that. Surround yourself with people that are excited about what you're doing and you're excited about what they're doing, because that's the most genuine way to build a group, to build a following, is to make people excited about what you do and take genuine interest in what they're doing. So I know that might not be the exact answer you're looking for, but that's the way to start. And when it comes to little steps, they add up to huge actions. You can't go from 0 to 100 overnight unless you have a ton of money or your dad is like Barry Gordy or something. Anyway, that's a whole different story. So I hope I answered your question. If you have any other questions, send them to the email that'll be in the description box below. If you have any suggestions for this guy or girl, I'm not really sure. It doesn't matter. It could be gender fluid. Shout out to everybody. Leave a comment in the comments below and let's help this person together. Because I don't have all the answers. I just have the ones that come from this vessel that you see before you. Anyway, if you have a question, like I said, leave it in the comments below. If you have a comment or some helpful insight on what helps you and what helps you build the relationships and make the connections, leave it in the comments below. There's a lot more to this question. It could probably be a two-part video as far as when you are to a point where you can kind of leverage who you are and what you've done with others to get into the circles of the people that you want to. I almost feel like getting into that right now. If you want me to get into kind of like the part 2, leave a comment in the comments below and say part 2, and I promise that I will expand on that. But I think this is a good start. Like I said, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. I haven't said that yet, but I'm saying it now. Please subscribe. I appreciate all my new subscribers. I'm going to be doing these videos like crazy coming now that I have my new camera, and I've had it for like a month now, but I'm trying to figure out how to use it and color grade and do all this stuff with. I switched from Canon and Panasonic to a Sony. Like I said, I'll leave that up to a different video. I'm going to be doing some really, 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 really exciting new content. We have a whole series. I have people that are going to be helping make the vision a reality. It's going to be more than just these, and it's made to inspire and show you the journey. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. I go through every video, at least for the first 30 minutes to an hour, and try to respond to everybody that leaves a comment. You can find me on Snapchat, Instagram, what else? Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, at Adam Ivy. You can see me at adamivy.com. See me. You can visit my website at adamivy.com. If you want to show some support, if these videos have given you some help, you can go to my apparel site, justbe.com. And yeah, until next time, you can find me at adamivy.com.